ladies and gentlemen, judges. My name is Surikan Sumutakana. I studied Matayong 4 at Padindesha Singha Middle School. I'm very pleased to be here again presenting about global communication skills in my opinion. According to the dictionary, communication means the exchange and flow of information and ideas from one person to another. It involves the sender transmitting an idea, information, or feeling to a receiver. Communication can be written, spoken, and conveyed in various ways. Speaking and writing are some of the most common communication skills that are called verbal communication. Some other skills that are known as non-verbal communications include gestures and body language, facial expressions, eye contact, touch, and even the skills on the social networks. Writing is a method of representing language. It is a form of verbal communication skill. Writing has become one of the most influential communication skills for over 20,000 years. As you know, we didn't use the alphabets or the languages we currently used, but we used proto-writing, which is a symbolic language. Newspapers, articles, and numerous publications are some of the most essential media outlets that can connect people all around the world the most because of their ability to spread news, information, and knowledge. Writing can also be used in many different ways like in letters and emails. Writing is not an easy skill for people to learn because it requires a lot of practice, and also everyone has to learn grammar and know the sentence structure before they start to write. Although it's difficult to be skilled at, people all around the world strive to master the skill because it's always used in our daily lives. Texting is also a form of typing and writing. It can be used as a way to communicate with other people. Mobile phones are the key for that. Smartphones, iPhones, and Blackberries are being commonly used in people's lives for send messages. Speaking is what people do the most each day. It's being used globally more than any other skills. Speaking is a way to express your thoughts and feelings in spoken languages. Speaking is a skill that requires much confidence, especially speaking in public, which I think many people dislike to do. I also think that is the most difficult skill among the rest. Why? And I can show me myself as an example. I'm Thai, and of course my first language is Thai. Even though I have spoken in Thai since I have learned how to speak, I still have some trouble with speaking too, especially when I have to speak long sentences in a short, limited time. And the language I'm speaking right now, English, is definitely much harder than speaking Thai because it's not my native language. I know I still have got a lot of things to work on to improve my English speaking skills, but I believe I'll be able to speak like native speakers someday. The next category is gestures and body language. It's a very well-known form of language that occurs by moving parts of our bodies to show how we feel or what we think. It's like sign language, but you use your body to show how you feel. Everyone must have ever nodded their heads to say yes, or shaking their heads to say no. Yes, every action you do means what you truly feel or what's on your mind. The important thing about the language is that you have to be very careful whenever you show your feelings using body language, because it could be shown as a rude, impolite, or the sign of disrespect. Can you feel someone's feelings by looking at their faces? It's facial expression. According to the Wikipedia, it says that a facial expression results from one or more motions or positions of the muscles of the face. People usually show how they feel by the look on their faces like a huge smile that shows they're super happy, or a sorrowful look on their faces that show they're sad. Eye contact is the meeting of the eyes between people. And as is said on the Bible, that eyes are the window to the soul, which I also think is true. Eye contact is one of the non-verbal communication skills that can be conveyed without saying a word. Eye contact is like a language that requires a lot of time because it works pretty well with people who have known each other for a long period of time. They share their ideas very well by looking at the eyes. Eye contact can be used with other non-verbal communication skills like body language and facial expressions. There's a song called When You Say Nothing at All by Ronan Keating, which shows the meaning of the non-verbal communication skills very well. Touch is one of the 5 senses that occurs by touching. But how can it work as a language? Let's see. Touch is a form of a non-verbal communication skill that requires your movements of the body. Touch is like a messenger that transferring your feelings to some people by touching. For instance, you touch someone's shoulder to comfort them when they are sad. Yeah, it is an action that requires only feelings that cannot be said out loud or explained. The emoticons on the social networks are being used in people's lives since the birth of internet. As stated by dictionary, emoticon is a facial expression pictorially represented by punctuation and letters, usually to express a writer's mood. It's being used in many websites and online programs. Emoticons have been created since 1850s and have been being used until now. As I have said, there are 2 kinds of communication skills that are used globally. But the most important thing for all the communication skills is that you have to be very careful to what you say or do, because it may cause you some trouble in many cases. Every communication skill has its own significance. Be sure that you have known the definition or any sign or language before you start using it. These are just the ideas of how the topic global communication skills is like to me. Thank you for your kind attention.